shift gears here a little bit. We've been hearing a lot that people are seriously contemplating, and they are moving out of, major cities, metro areas into the more bedroom communities. And partly that's in fear of, more virus in the densely populated areas, but also to the fact that people are, some people are getting used to working from home. So, Dominic, is this trend for real? And will it continue? Is it even really a true trend?
Yeah, I think this is a huge thing. And just as I said that there had been sort of a multi-century shift, and this was the third big shift, I think you're seeing effectively the reinvention of place. And you're seeing that in large cities and small cities and everything in between. And I think it's going to be both in the same way wrenching for some, but a huge opportunity for a lot of places. And it's going to allow people to buy houses a lot cheaper. So, for example, just in New York, if you move outside of New York City to Albany, you can already buy a house for like a fraction of the cost of being in the city, and you're still not that far away. And you can explore all these wonderful towns and cities. But at the same time, it's going to be hard because it's going to mean a lot of jobs are going to go where those people move. So there's the multiply effect, right? When you have, say, sort of a talented computer worker that moves to another place, over time, you see the school jobs, the cafeteria jobs, the bar jobs start to follow them. So you're going to see a migration. But I think you're already seeing cities are reinventing themselves. Paris has now gone basically bike friendly for the first time in history. And it's becoming a marvelous place. You have about 100 cities in the US that are doing the same thing. Oakland is one to watch. And I think they're saying talent is going to go anywhere. I'm putting up my hand because I want them to come to Oakland. And that's the new attitude.
Yeah.
Something about Oakland, because I live 10 minutes from Oakland. Oakland is a very diverse city, and that's the beauty of the city. But because so many people from San Francisco, where it's a lot more expensive, have moved into Oakland, they're taking away the diversity in some ways. Sure, there's more talented tech workers moving in, but it's putting the Black community in jeopardy. And
absolutely.
And I don't blame them.
And if I could say, I think the big issue is production of housing. And we have forgotten as a society how to produce houses at a good cost. We used to be able to do it, and we can't do it anymore. But it can be rediscovered. If you actually look at the productivity of the construction and real estate industry, it's probably the only one that's gone down in the last 50 years. So we need to learn how to do that again.
I would never have even thought of that. That's a really interesting, startling point.
If I could just add one other thing, when we built the highways through the cities, they typically went through the communities that were diverse and that were poor. And they've created now massive amounts of pollution. They've also blocked economic development in those areas. And so we're still living with decisions that started in the 30s, 40s, 50s that have really fundamentally made our cities unhealthy. So it's both the zoning and also the construction of highways and the car-centric cities that we're fighting. And I think the new normal has to be rethinking all three of those things simultaneously. And I think that's going to be a critical thing for actually all of us as society coming back together again.
So I love the idea of spreading it around and not concentrating in the cities where cost is so much, particularly, it prices out so many people, especially minorities. So I'm all for it. I live in the suburbs. I'm encouraging my kids to live out here. I want them to be close by so I can help them out. And they're starting to buy into that. They're starting to sort of understand that having all that family together so that we can help each other, there's a huge benefit to that.
So we're not just all serious here. We like to look at the lighter side of money too. So Bob and I have been taking some time to really scrub down the internet and look for inspiring photos or stories of pets who are helping people adapt to their new geographic surroundings. So you've got to love this guy. Look at him. This is a dog who's figured out how to make a Zoom call. I think that's Zoom. Hello? Yeah. Uber treats? This is Fido. Drop off the 50 pounds of lamb treats at the back door.